Good morning, dear children. It's very nice to see all of you home and safe. The world is going crazy fighting the coronavirus. When we switch on the television or when we open our mobiles, we are surrounded by news about coronavirus. Either we listen to the news or we are watching a video or we are watching it in the diagrammatic representations. Your books are all activity based today. And you know what is diagrammatic representations are. Well, they are statistical data in the form of flowcharts, web charts, mind maps or maps. And today we start our 9th standard lesson by starting on to the very first lesson, that is distributional maps. Well, we have been learning about maps. We know that a map is very important tool in the study of geography. Why do we use maps? We use maps to find locations. We use maps to understand the distribution of variables. Besides this, some maps are prepared with specific theme. And so, today we are going to learn about distributional maps. What are these variables? Variables means temperature, rainfall, climate, population and so on. If you open your textbook and see, the distributional maps are categorized into 3 types. They are the dot method, the choropleth method and isopleth method. I hope you understood the 3 categories that we have in standard 9. Let's start with the dot method. What is dots? Now you will say, a dot is a full stop. A dot is a point, if you consider it in mathematical terms. Well, yes. Dots are nothing but point. Dots are nothing but small shaded circle. And the dot method is used to show variables. What kind of variables can shown by dot method? The dot method can show the population, cattle, and things like that. When you use the dot method, you have to consider the maximum and the minimum. These are values. When you consider the maximum and the minimum, you have to give it a class-wise interval. We shall be looking at the dot method map which is there in your textbook. We are going to look at the district of Amravati and we shall see what is shown. It is the population of Amravati. When you consider the dot method, you have to see that you have to give a particular universal size to each class of the dot. For example, if you say that the minimum is 1000, then the dot would be as small as this. And if your class interval to the maximum goes to 10,000, then the dot would be something like this. I hope you have understood this. In between you have the variant classes that come between 1000 and 10,000. Remember, there is only one small thing that is slightly different in dot method. When we are showing population in the rural area, population is shown by dot. In urban area, the dot is shown as a circle like this. We go to the next method, that is the choropleth method. Children love this method because it is very easy to understand and it is very interesting. All of you love to draw and color, right? If I take pink to show the population of Amravati, then I will show the different shade. First of all, what is the first step? The first step is I will decide my maximum and minimum values, right? Now, from the minimum to the maximum, the minimum will be the lightest shade of pink, and as I go up into the class interval, I keep on increasing the shade color of pink. So, the darkest pink will be, yes, you are right, the maximum. Did you understand this? This is the map of Amravati district showing the population. Amravati has the maximum population in one particular area, and that area is shown in very dark shade of pink color. Look up on the net, children, just for your interest, and look at the choropleth map of the world and India showing coronavirus infected areas. They have used the dot method. They have also used the choropleth method. It will make you even more and more concerned about your own country and spread of coronavirus. This is the choropleth method. The last in line is the isopleth method. You have learned about isotherms. You have learned about isobars in standard 8. Now what are isobars? They are lines connecting places which have equal air pressure. And what are isotherms? Tell me from the term itself. Isotherm. What is therm? Temperature. You are right. So, all the places that have the same temperature are connected by isotherms. Isopleth are maps which use lines. These lines are called as isolines or joining lines. Then what we need? We need exact survey done. We need the exact variable. It will connect two places of the same variable. That is the beauty of isopleth maps. Okay, children? So, we had done with the three classifications of distributional maps. Let us revise it once again. As you can see, the distribution of population of Amravati district, and that is the dot map that we see. If you look at the index, you could see that the dots are of various sizes. Each dot representing a variable. The smallest dot on the top is 10,000. The next is 50,000. The next is 1 lakh, and so on. The biggest dot you see that represents 5 lakhs people in Amravati. Now, if you look at the central part of Amravati, you see the biggest dot there. Now students, can you tell me how many people live there? You are right, 5 lakhs. Have you now understood the dot method? Now look at this map. What kind of map do you see now? It is the tint or shade map, also geographically known as the choropleth map. The darkest shade of pink is the maximum and the lightest shade of the pink is minimum. So, in between you have three intervals. Now tell me children, when we are looking at Amravati, where do you see the darkest shade? We already saw it into the dot method. So without looking at the map, you should be able to tell me. Yes, it is Central Amravati. That is the darkest shade of pink. And now let's look at the isopleth map. And as I told you earlier, isopleth maps use lines. Here, the data has to be absolutely accurate. And what do these lines do? As I told you, the lines connect places which have exactly the same variable. The variable may show temperature, rainfall. Let's look at the map. You see lines here. And you could see 800 millimeter of rainfall in northern region of Amravati connected with the western region. Now all the places on these lines have 800 millimeter of rainfall. If the lines are closer to each other, then the change in the variable is steep, means slopey. And if the space between the lines increases, there is a gentle slope showing a variable in the rainfall. So, this is the isopleth maps.
Now, our next topic is geographical field visit. Geography is a science to be learned through observation. Therefore, field visit forms an important and integral part of geography. The process of learning geographical concepts and elements by directly visiting the place is known as geographical field visit.
It helps us to understand the correlation between the humans and the environment in that region. Therefore, field visits form an important and useful tool for studying geography. But before going for the field study, it is necessary to plan it. While planning, first the location of the field visit needs to be decided. While selecting a location of field visit, it is necessary to study the location of the place in detail. Field visits are organized for study various geographical concepts and elements. Therefore, the location like physical landforms, river banks, dams, coastal areas, tourism sites, museum or offices related to geographical elements, villages, forest areas, etc. can be selected for the field study. It is also important to obtain necessary permission letter required for the field visit. Objects like notebook, specimen questionnaire, pen, pencil, scale, tape, compass, paper, bag to collect samples, maps, camera, binoculars, etc. should be carried while going for a field visit.
However, during a field visit, we should take certain precautions like it is necessary to ensure our own safety as well as the safety of others. The instruction given by the teachers should be strictly followed. One should not go to unknown places alone. You should write about the overall experience of the field visit. Thus, report writing needs to be done and then submitted to the teacher. Dear children, if you have any question, see you in class and we shall clear all your doubts. I would like you to answer the questions that are given. The map given is Kolhapur and I want you all to complete that assignment and show it to me the next time we meet. Meet you soon. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.